let's make sure we do equal time to everybody. So that was kind of a bad thing. Not very happy about that. I don't know anybody that's involved with the lube that was happy about the fact that they did just a lube. But they went after and ticketed all the infractions. At the time, license plate sideways. They kind of reversed that. But
sunglasses on.
Yeah, if you had no eyewear, if you didn't have, the
handlebar height,
endorsement, too high a handlebar, whatever. They got everybody. And no, that's okay because I'm over 30 years on my bike with an endorsement, properly insured, fully insured, which most of the guys don't have.
Oh, Scott, you're perfect.
And but it's the thing that upsets me about that
two to
is
your train horn.
Get them guys off the bikes that don't have the endorsement that are causing my insurance rates to go up. That's what gets me. But they're picking on the lube because it's a big crowd, guys.
You're going to have some idiots.
To 3,000 bikes a week.
You're going to have some idiots coming out of there. There's no doubt.
And let's face it, we've all talked about bad apples. There's always one or two. I don't care what you ride, guys. These guys are all in agreement. We talked about this earlier. It doesn't matter what you ride. We're not picking on you because you got on a sport bike. We're not picking on you because you're driving a full-dress Harley. That's what I have.
But you know what?
But if you're a jerk, you're a jerk.
But you know
no matter
what?
what you ride, it's right.
Here's the thing, though, is horsepower belongs on the strip. And that's what the sport bikes have to offer. I mean, you know what? When you come in with a bolted-on piece of chrome, I come in with an antique bike that's got some clean original paint. You know what? That's our version of showing it off. You can bolt something on, we go, wow. You could make a sprocket, and we go, wow, nice engineering.
What's that?
But the problem, it's a thing that makes the chain
Oh, okay, cool.
But
that's
anyhow,
the thing with the teeth?
Actually, in the Jetsons, it was a company called Space
Sprockets.
But anyhow, we're not going to go on to
next
the
door to Cosmo Cogs, by the way.
You're right, the Cosmo Cogs. And what's a cog, you know? I mean, well, it's an anti-slip difference. Anyhow, but back to this thing. The kids have got horsepower. They don't have experience. And you know what?
Here's
the thing. The only way they can show off what they got is wheelies, hitting the rev limiters. I mean, that's the only thing they can do. And you know what? We did it with our road runners. We did it with our challengers. It was a safer environment.
Let me interject for 1 second on that. I think that's been the
fuel
case.
Interjection?
But I do say one thing, though. I think that even the sport bike industry has started to get better. If you've seen, I don't mean better, starting to evolve. Because if you look at some of these sport bikes now, they're being stretched. They're coming up with new chrome parts. They're coming up with different types of paint. They're doing a lot of things to these chrome and to these sport bikes that we were all doing with the Harleys 8, 9, 10, 12, 15 years ago.
What about the Yamahas and Suzuki?
And I think that you've got older people. You've got older people now starting to ride. Now, I'm still saying, there's jackasses driving sport bikes. There's jackasses driving Harleys. There's jackasses driving trikes.
Like to point out, there's no jackasses driving antique bikes.
That's right. Well, except
wait
a second. There's at least one jackass driving antique bikes that we know of.
My point is, guys, when you're out on the roads, not only protect your own ass.
Don't be an ass.
You also protect the whole community.
Absolutely.
There's not many of us, and it's kind of us against them, especially here in Florida. And when you look at the statistics, basically, I think they're like 78% of all motorcycle accidents are not caused by the motorcyclist.
Man,
okay? What does that tell you?
It means,
do the math, man. Really, do the math.
The other 21% are the
That's,
idiots.
You know,
right.
That sounds like the percentage I know.
Hey,
serious.
Hold on. That sounds like the percentage I remember.
Well,
I don't remember a lot of
percentages,
percentages. Like 95% of all Harleys are still on the
5%
road.
5% of them made it home. Yeah, yeah. But
Hey,
anyhow, we're not
I got a major question to
I
ask.
love Harleys.
First of all, I need 3 cards, number one. And second of all, what the hell are the pickles on here for?
Oh, I eat them when I'm drinking the Tiger Blood, Adonis DNA, and NyQuil mix. I mean,
NyQuil, Jaeger, beer, and pickles.
It dulls the pain.
You're jerking your gherkin?
Hey, look at this. This thing is going to be a train wreck. If you're going to be the conductor of a train wreck, you want to go down.
I thought you were a captain.
Shit,
you know what? If you're the captain and you're going down with this ship,
hey, there's the Titanic.
Where are we at? Where are we at, Bob?
I'm taking my 3 cards.
This show right now should be right about, if this was the
That's
Titanic
it, Bob.
sinking.
Your ass is in the picture.
Bring it down. Bring it down.
Nice
There it is.
There we are. We're right about
There's
there.
That's about where the show is at, right about now. And what do we got?
Hold on. There we go.
Okay, we'll get another recap here in a minute, kid.
Hey, you know what I want to see?
Halfway through the show, and
That's the
we're almost
Titanic meter, man.
Are we still on 24 viewers?
We've already talked about your ass. Now let's talk about
You
your
got a
back.
nice ass,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
It's
Talk about my
firm.
back.
In fact, I had an issue here somewhere.
This guy who is tied with covers right now, but he was on with Fran. You're just on.
I was on with a pretty girl.
I know.
So stand up and show it off. Come on now, this is the good stuff.
We've
You
talked
may
about
have
a
seen
back.
this on another cover.
You guys will talk about a back.
And Freedom Fest. So this is done by Mouse, by the way. Mouse can always be found at Quaker Steak and Lube next to Full Throttle.
I was going to come up and just point out some of the artwork here. This right here is the American Eagle here. Is that tickling? But anyhow, the artwork and the color, if you're not getting it out there, the color is beautiful. Now Scott, are you going to get any more work done on this?
Yeah, that's almost halfway.
Is this getting filled in? Is it going to become white? Or?
Well, white doesn't stick.
Yeah, so what are you going to do there?
Yeah. Well, it just stays flesh color.
Look, it's like, Hey, quit throwing stuff at my boy here.
We're throwing it at you.
They're throwing at you. They probably can't even hear you. You're over here behind a mic.
Do this thing here, there.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody can hear.
I don't even know if they can hear.
Anybody hear me anyhow?
It wasn't that funny, so don't worry about it. How about that?
Well, you were throwing stuff at my boy.
Anyway, I want to ask a question. How long did that take to do?
Well, right now there's about 26 hours in.
That's not that bad. I thought
And
there'd be more than
that takes a lot to do the
Is it
bulk
painful?
of the work, the flag and all took quite a lot.
What part
time.
hurt the most?
And well, actually the sides. That's where I
Sides?
really got it. The spine is the other spot.
Yeah.
And anything that doesn't have a whole lot of meat to it.
No, okay,
usually
Smoking.
hurts.
Who here had? Do you have a tattoo, Bob?
Well, I do, but it's on my penis.
So no. So it's a pinprick.
I put
so
a,
we
I
have
put
we have
ruler.
one
No,
with a
a lot,
pinprick.
Tony,
You know, that
Tony,
is-
a lot of the
that's-
women wouldn't believe it was 9 inches, so I had it tattooed there. And
In centimeters.
You just wrote 9 inches on it.
Well,
not a whole
They
ruler,
put
right?
it this way: when we go to metric, man, I am in luck. I mean, everything gets so much bigger in the metric system. I mean,
You're 200
it just-
centimeters.
I'm like, oh, El Grande.
Well, spoken from a guy who's got his back covered and 2 guys without a tattoo, they're asking if it hurts.
Yeah,
you know
right.
what?
Yeah.
All tattoos hurt. I don't care what you say or what you do. They all hurt
Well, what
in
do
one
you
way,
got,
shape,
man?
or form.
Well, you got some tattoos.
Tony's
Oh,
got a
I got
bunch.
the barbed wire on the arm.
man,
You know,
you're
you got
He's got the one on his
the
chest.
guns,
He's got his
guns.
leg.
and then a big squash pigeon on my
we should
chest.
arm wrestle or something sometime.
We
you know,
we
have
should
some
we should
feats
whip
of
our penises
strength.
out and throw them on the table
We
and see
should
what
have
happens.
some feats
God.
of strength here someday. You know, I
This
mean,
is going the wrong way, isn't it? There we go.
Yeah.
All right, hey, guys,
What
what
was
is
our-
happening this weekend? Let's talk about what's going on this weekend.
This weekend there's 2 events. Number 1,
cross
it
your
looks
fingers, no rain.
it looks crappy with a lot of rain. So
No,
there
it
you
doesn't.
go.
No, I'm a captain of boats and things, and you know what? You're going to have a little bit of rain. You're going to not have rain.
But
Like Saturday.
You got the 5 Bridges run. It's all Winghouse girls in the rain. What else could you
White
want?
shirts in
and
the
I
rain.
never
5
wear
bridges in.
bras. You know.
I'd go just to see that. The
I
5
prefer
Bridges
smaller
run.
boobies too. By the
All
way,
right,
with
let me explain.
You know.
Let us explain what the 5 bridge run is, in case you've never been on one. The 5 bridge
Does
run.
it go over 6 bridges?
You go over 5 bridges. The other ones are
Well,
out.
but when we come home,
You go over
I'm
the
going over
5
6 or
bridges
7
that
bridges.
tie Tampa Bay together.
Ooh,
okay,
let's see if each one can name
all right,
one. You
okay,
pick
I'm
one.
gonna name the first one. I'm gonna name the toughest one. The little tiny
We're gonna play
Bayside,
21. We're gonna
the
play
Bayside
card.
Bridge. That's the one that's
It's an
49th
official,
Street.
right?
Yep,
Bridge, an
that's the
official
49th.
bridge.
So that's-
Okay.
I'm going to say the one I never go over because it's just too far out of the way. I'm going to say the Gandy.
Okay, Bob, your turn.
Do you know which bridge?
About what bridge? Huh?
Name a bridge.
Skyway.
Okay, he went for the. Wouldn't you
big
know
bridge.
it?
Yeah, he went
He
for the
goes
granddaddy.
for the big granddaddy.
It's the real bridge. It's the only
And you picked the
real
smallest, so
bridge.
what's
I
that
picked the
say?
small. Hey, listen.
I'm just saying.
I don't brag. What can I
I'm
say?
just saying, you know.
He's
Hey.
the biggest. That's why the Titanic's sinking. I'm just
Hey.
a little dinghy. that
Hey, you
makes-
know what? When you're well hung, you're well hung. I'm saying.
All
I'm
right,
talking
so
about my brain.
To complete
man.
the two, you got the
Give me
Howard
your cards,
Franklin,
man.
The Howard
and
Franklin.
the Courtney Campbell.
There you go.
Causeway.
They got all-
So
And that's the
all
five
5
Act-
bridges.
in
What
order,
about
we're
the
actually
Vina Del Mar Bridge in St. Pete Beach? I have to
not
go
Well,
over.
it's not
right?
really
That's
an
the
official
bonus.
bridge.
That's your bonus
Okay,
bridge.
that's my
in
bonus
order.
bridge,
We're
okay.
actually going to go over the Courtney Campbell and the Bayside and the first stop, and then we're going to go from there over the Howard Franklin. Oh, from there we're going over the Gandy, and then from there we're going over the base, the Skyway.
And we're stopping
Hey,
at
we're-
a
and
bunch
don't
of
speed
Winghouses.
over these bridges. Do
Do
not
not.
speed, man. You know, I mean, this is a
Well, that goes
user
back to what we were
safe
just
event,
talking
right,
about.
guys,
Okay,
you
it's
know?
dangerous enough out there with the traffic we have to deal with,
And
guys.
rain, maybe.
And then, to act like an idiot, be on one wheel or something like that, especially if you got the rest of your brothers around you.
And you know,
Act accordingly, ride
Hmm?
proper. That's what we're asking.
Scottster, you know what the problem is too is when I leave.
You don't have enough cards?
Well, no, when I leave, yeah,
He's got
I got
half
all
the-
jokers, man, in my deck. But anyhow, the
He's a
problem
real
is,
jackass.
when I leave the wing house, a lot of times. All my blood's not in my head.
Well,
you know what I'm saying, and I don't think right with the throttle and the clutch. You
Thank
got
God
to
it doesn't
start
rain
out
around
slow
here.
because I got some cute girls there at the wing house. I mean, I'm not saying anything else about one of those H places, but
Hey,
I mean the Wing House place.
Wing House is my favorite. In
man.
fact, this Friday there's a birthday party.
I was going to say, I'm going to throw in a tasteless plug, okay? Because it's my favorite Wing House
Before you do that, let me tell people one thing.
Okay.
This run starts, this is Sunday.
This is the
okay?
Sunday, May 15th.
Sunday is the run, May 15th, okay? May 15th, Sunday. We start at the Wing House,
give me your card.
Tampa. So it's the Wing House on Hillsborough Avenue, okay? You got to be there. At what time there, Tony? What time we starting?
11 to 1.
11 o'clock, okay? We're going to start at 11 o'clock, Wing House,
It's
Tampa.
21 guys.
Okay, and then we're going to go to the 5 Bridges. All right, I'm done.
All right,
21.
so back to the
21.
Full Throttle Vision will be taping. So, by the way, we will be taping and filming. I don't care if it's raining or not. We're going to tape and film. We're going to have a good time.
Hey,
and you're going to be on
suit.
this show if you show up. So guess what? Come out and get on TV because we're here.
You don't want to be on this show. You really don't want to be on this show.
Woo. Yeah, you don't want to be on the show
Back to
with Tiger Blood.
Donna's blood.
shameless plug.
Guys,
Hey,
let's
we're
do the
going to
plug.
fold.
No,
My
we got to do the
shameless
plug.
plug is for one of my Wing House favorites. Brett's birthday is tomorrow night at Wing House.
The new one.
Friday the 13th.
How long have you known him?
Route 60 in Clearwater. Okay, she's one of the servers there.
Oh, I got you, Brett.
And
That
she's
kind
a
of brother
doll.
got you.
She's a doll.
She takes care of us every time.
And she'll be 23. She was actually born on Friday the 13th.
Wow.
So, yeah, crazy.
Tomorrow's
So we're gonna be
Friday
there.
the
We're going to be there.
13th.
Everybody come out.
Tomorrow
Yeah.
is Friday the
Right
Tomorrow's
on,
13th.
they're
Friday.
fucking hiding, man.
All right, guys, let's fold it.
We're folding.
We gotta,
Okay.
we're gonna
This one, this is another video we're going to check out. This is the brand new bike night happening out at Brandon Harley Davidson and Mike's Smokehouse Grill.
Uncle Mike's.
Is it
Uncle
Uncle Mike's?
Mike's.
Uncle Mike's
Uncle
Smokehouse.
Mike's. Uncle Mike's.
Thank you
I've won
very
a
much.
trophy from Uncle
And
Mike's.
I'll tell you the truth, this is one of the best videos I've seen. They got alligator wrestling out there, and it's going to be out there again. So watch this, and we're going to come back talk more
This
about
is
it.
cool as hell.
So
This is neat
enjoy
stuff.
this clip from Uncle Mike's Smokehouse Grill.
Uncle Mike's Smokehouse Grill.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for a place to ride and you want to have some fun, it's the third Thursday of every month. You all know Brandon Harley, and it's called Old Town Harley Davidson, right here in the heart of Brandon, right off 60 I-75. And guess what? It's taken over by Uncle Mike's Smokehouse Barbecue and Grill, and he's the one putting on this fabulous bike night. Let me tell you how this is. We've done a lot of new changes. We got the Buddy's Home Furnishing Trailer out here. Tons of vendors as you look. Follow me around a little bit. Look at this. Look at the vendors galore here tonight. And what we do is it's your bike night. You bring your bike out, park where you want. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we got live alligator wrestling going on right here at Uncle Mike's. And I hope you all can make your way out here. And we're doing a new twist on Bike of the Night. What we're going to do is, if you get here first, and you want to challenge the trophy for the best bike of the night, we got 3 first places. What we do is we fill up this whole line right here, right to the Gator Pit. Once it fills up, those are the bikes in the challenge for the top 3 bikes here. And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, always here at Old Town Harley, you buy a brand new bike, we're going to give you a gift card back on our bike night. Third Thursday every month, come to the Smokehouse, see Radical and the whole group. We'll see you there.
Beside me here is my brother Dave, and between the two of us, we're going to try to show you a little bit about some alligators that we brought out. So on behalf of our event and Buddy Byright and Uncle Mike's new barbecue, we'd like to welcome everybody here. We hope you have a good time.
Oh, they're down there. My gosh, I didn't know they were there. Who you wanted to get in before? Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Lazy, he doesn't want to come out.
Also, Dave has with him this little pole. The pole was never used to hurt the gator. It's only used to help guide him and to test his reflex. He's going to get a little bit closer to him. Now, you're going to notice a little bit of a personality change come from our alligator when he gets near him. The alligator may start to hiss a little bit. That hit right there, right on cue. The hissing sound is simply air that's being pushed through his nose. It's forced through a small little opening, and that is kind of a warning. It's telling Dave to stay back. One of the few sounds an alligator actually makes. You guys watch close. One way would be to... That's not one. One way would be to go up to the front of the gator, try to grab a hold of him by his mouth. Try to hang on to the jaws of that alligator while he thrashes around or he rolls over and he tries to bite him. Another way would be to sneak up behind him and hop on his back and grab him around the neck. Now, either way is just as dangerous. He'll use whatever technique that he's comfortable with. Now,